So hey, what's up everyone, it's Justin here, and today I'll be comparing the photography between an iPhone 8 Plus with the Canon M50. So you can tell whether you really need a camera to be shooting professional photography, or can you just use your iPhone instead. Coming right up. Woo! So let's first talk about specs. The iPhone has a 12 megapixel camera, whilst the Canon M50 has a 24.1 megapixel camera. The iPhone doesn't have the ability to change the ISO, the aperture, and the lens, whilst the Canon camera can. So I'll be taking the product photography with the iPhone and the Canon camera, and I'll be showing it to my client, and let's see what he prefers. Alright, so we got Matt here with us, and I'm going to be showing you an image of an iPhone compared to the M50. So we got the image side by side here. Which one do you reckon is the better image, and which one do you reckon is taken from the iPhone?
I would say the better image is the one on the right, but I would guess that's not the one that the iPhone was taken on.
That's actually the iPhone.
Oh really?
Yeah, crazy, eh? Yeah. So like you can kind of tell through like the shallow depth of field in the left one.
Right.
Like the background is much more blurry compared to the one on the right.
Yeah, I see. Good.
But yeah. Okay, now there's the second image. So this one here is, yeah. They're both really good images, I'll say. And they're both edited in post. Which one do you reckon is taken from the iPhone?
My guess would probably be that the one on the right is.
The right?
I mean, it seems to be maybe higher definition at the back as well.
Yeah.
The focus is a bit better.
You sure on the right one?
That would be my guess, yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, cool. Yeah.
Yeah, you can kind of, it's pretty easy to tell after like you know what to look at.
Yeah.
So like this one, more shallow depth of field, so you'll be guessing that's from the Canon M50.
Yeah.
But like that actually varies if you're using the portrait mode.
Right.
Because like if you're using portrait mode on the iPhone, you can actually separate the background from the foreground.
Yeah.
So it gives like similar style from
To the one on the left.
to the one on the left. Right, next one, this one. So, what do you reckon for this one?
They're both great photos. I would say the one on the right was taken on the iPhone.
Yeah.
But the one on
you're
the
killing
left,
it.
Yeah, I mean, the one on the left I'd probably use as a product photo.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just because
it's
it
more
presents the
focused.
product really well, yeah.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. But the one on the right is good, like you were saying, for like a second photo or for that aesthetic.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
This one's more focused on the product. This one's more aesthetic, I'll say.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Yeah. But like the colors is a little different, as you can tell. Like the wood is more like yellow orange compared to this one here. But that's probably because of post editing. What do you reckon for this one?
I would say the one taken on the iPhone would be on the left.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
But again, probably pretty similar to the last photo. You want to use the one on the right as like to show off the product a bit more.
Yeah.
So especially with the depth of field, you've got the actual product in focus there.
Yeah. So for the website, at the very start, you'll probably show something bigger so they can see the whole object. But whereas when they swipe to the right and they try to look at more things, you want something more aesthetic. So you can use the one on the left.
It shows how the product looks.
Yeah, exactly.
More, yeah.
It shows like the full product and not just like the main focus.
Yeah, 100%.
Alright, these one here are bigger images. So let's see. Put them side by side like this. What do you reckon for these?
They're both great photos.
Personally, I like this one better.
Yeah.
The one on the left. Taken. What do you think?
Is that one taken on the camera?
Yeah, that one's taken on the camera. Fuck, you're on fire.
I got it now. Yeah, I really like the one on the left, but I guess the one on the right, because you've got all three colours in.
Yeah,
It's going to
yeah.
be better to use for the page.
Yeah, because you can use it on all three products, eh?
Yeah, they're both great quality.
Alright, so lucky last. Alright, what do you think of that? These are two really similar photos. And I think I didn't remove it at all. Just taking one right after the other.
Yeah. But they're still pretty different, you can see.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I think I prefer the one on the right, because you've
That
got
one
the
there,
actual product in focus more.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, I think it looks really good. In
Yeah,
terms of
true.
the quality and everything, but
Yeah, because everything else is not in focus. And like, they're not really inside the frame. So like, you don't need it to be in focus.
Yeah.
Whereas for this one, it's more inside the frame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think the wood looks better on the right as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
It's a bit soft.
That's what I thought. Like, the camera gives like a better look on the wood.
Yeah, exactly.
For this one,
Yeah,
it's more yellow, and even for the previous photos, it gives more like a stronger. The outlines are more defined.
Yeah,
and
you
like
can see
more
the
visible.
folds in the wood a bit more.
Yeah,
I really like the one on the right.
yeah. Alright, that's it. Cheers, man.
No worries at all.
So, can you tell the difference between the two cameras? The Canon M50 and the iPhone 8 Plus. It's crazy what the iPhone camera can do, and you could be shooting professional photography and videography with the iPhone camera. Especially the iPhone 12 and the 13 coming out in like a month from now, or maybe already came out, not too sure. So, can you tell a difference between the two, the iPhone and the $600 camera? For me, I can kind of tell the difference through the more shallow depth of field in the Canon M50, giving you a softer look in the image. Whilst the iPhone 8 Plus has a stronger contrast, making the outline more visible and defined. So it looks like Matt prefers the iPhone camera, choosing 3 out of 5 of the images as the better photo. But I choose otherwise. I reckon the M50 camera has a softer look, and I really like that. Whereas Matt prefers that sharp look in the iPhone. And the Canon M50 gives a better color, making the wood much less yellow, which I like a lot. I like that orangey teal, but you can kind of adjust that in post, making the two images pretty similar. But everything comes down to preferences, what you like, and what your purpose of the image is for. So let me know which one you prefer. Comment down below whether you like the iPhone camera or the Canon M50, or just cameras in general. Cheap cameras. Intermediate cheap cameras. Peace out, mother.